I've been anticipating the transplant of my New Zealand spinach ever since the day I started the seeds. Shout out to Gardens of Zens for blessing me with this variety. I've removed the seedlings from the temporary planter, which is a repurposed gallon vinegar bottle, and loosened the soil where I intend to transplant. I love when I find worms living underground. It's a sign that they feel comfortable calling my soil home. After loosening soil, I amended with compost and organic fertilizer and carefully separated the seedlings and transplanted in soil, spacing them about 8 inches apart. We have a slight rise in temperature over the next few days with the rainy night on the forecast, and so I want to take advantage of these conditions to maximize my transplant success. Once planted, I mulch the entire bed with pine straw needle. Mulching has multiple purposes, from weed suppression, moisture retention, and root insulation, which is good for frost protection. In about a month or so, this bed that looks bare should fill in nicely and provide me with a decent yield of spinach leaves to harvest from. After doing my garden update, I noticed I haven't started any turnips. I immediately went to my seed collection and busted those seeds out the pack to get them started in the repurposed planter I started the New Zealand spinach in. The actual turnip root isn't my favorite food, but I love eating the greens, and turnips are another one of those crops that grow really well in my grow zone. I've been getting asked if I have any special lights on my seeds that I have grown in my repurposed planters, and I currently do not. I actually have all planters outside getting natural light. However, I will begin using grow lights for my spring crops when I start them indoors, closer to the last frost date. After the seeds germinate and turn into little seedlings, I'll remove the sprouts from the temporary planters that I use only for germination and then transplant them. I try to give the seedlings the advantage of nutrient-rich soil by amending the soil prior to the transplant, which is exactly what I did with the romaine lettuce today. Anytime when I'm transferring plants, I try to be extremely careful with stem and roots, especially when the seedlings are as small as the ones I'm dealing with today. The stems are super easy to snap and the roots are just as easy to tear, and trust me, I've destroyed more than my fair share of seedlings during transplant. I planted my romaine lettuce in rows in between the rows of parsley I have grown in ground, and can't wait for the rows to fill in and give this garden bed new life. These lettuce plants will provide me with fresh lettuce leaves hopefully all the way up to mid-spring, and then the plan will be to rotate the flowering lettuce out and get some of the spring and summer crops installed.